Hey, Joel.
Yeah?
Hey, I've got a really good idea.
I'm ready for it.
What if we made a podcast? Welcome to Joel and Uriah's Terrible Ideas. I'm Uriah.
And I am Joel, and I have a terrible idea, Uriah.
You do?
Yes.
Are we going to do any of the Are we going to do any of the bantering where we get into the episode, or are you literally just going to dive on it?
Apparently we're bantering now.
We're bantering now.
Did you have a good week?
I did. Yes.
That's good.
I had to go get a bed today.
Oh.
I had to go rent a U-Haul truck and then go buy a bed because my daughter is turning 6.
Yay!
Yay. And they've got a bunk bed right now. My daughter and my son have a bunk bed.
Yeah.
And they sleep in the same room, and then the other room is a playroom, and we do that. But they're getting to the point where they are bothering each other at bedtime, and instead of it being cute and fun and adorable, it's like, go to sleep. It's like it's just like, go to sleep, please. And we're thinking about we're finally at the point where I think we need to separate their rooms.
Got it. Yep.
So anyway, so we had to go we found a bed on Facebook Marketplace and rented a U-Haul. It was a whole ordeal. We're good. Now everything is good. Yeah.
So they both went to bed. Did you installed the bed today?
We put the bed upstairs, but we didn't put them to bed in it yet. Yeah. We're gonna kind of let it live up there until they're ready to sort of make the move over.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because when we told them that, Iris was very upset. She's like, I don't want to go to a different room. So
they like each other.
They like each other. And and a lot of nights it's fine because so they have a bunk bed. Grayson sleeps on the bottom. Sometimes they'll say, Grayson will say, I don't want to be alone. And I can say, you're not alone. Iris is in technically the same bed as you. So, yes. And that works most nights, but now that will never work again.
Nope. Not once you move them.
So we'll have to find a new, I've
had very similar conversations.
Yeah?
Yes, I have.
This is a show where we take turns pitching each other terrible ideas. And I didn't give you a chance to banter back. How are you,
Oh no,
Joel?
You're fine. I am fine. I am doing well right now. I think my dog has something going on with one of his eyes, so I've got to take him to the vet here soon, but otherwise I just work, go home, make food. Then I go out into my wood shop and make other things. And it's the life. That's all I want to be able to do.
You just got to turn it. You got to turn your hobbies into your side hustles.
I'm working on it. I'm getting close to being able to list some things and see if anybody's interested. But yeah,
that's a dangerous joke for me to make because that's a notorious habit of mine. Anyways, this is Joel and Uriah's Terrible Ideas, which is a show where we take turns pitching each other terrible ideas and then see what happens. Who knows?
You have set me up perfectly for this, Uriah. We're going to write a book.
We're going to write a book?
We're going to write a book.
Okay.
And the title of this book, I've already got it. It's called No One Prepared Me for This.
Yes.
All right?
Because nobody did prepare me for any of this.
Now, that could go so many different ways.
Yeah.
So this is actually No One Prepared Me for This, Volume 1.
Okay.
Parenting. Specifically about parenting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let me start off by telling you something no one prepared me for. No one prepared me for the amount of papers that come home from kindergarten.
I know.
Or any grade. And then when your first child's in kindergarten, they come home every single week with a stack full of papers, like 20, 30. And by the end of the year, you've got 1,000 or more. And you don't know what to do with those papers. Like at the first week, they're all cute. They're all awesome. Mm-hmm. Every little drawing is nice. Oh, they accidentally made the letter A and they were kind of trying to do the letter B. That's cute. Guess what? It doesn't stay cute for that long when you have to store these papers somewhere. Yeah. No one prepared me for having to make the decision of which papers get saved for who knows what. Mm-hmm. I still don't know what I need these papers for. Maybe a graduation party someday. But then again, I go to graduation parties. No one has these papers out at graduation parties.
Sure don't.
Maybe every once in a while they do in a binder off in the corner that no one looks at. But you know what? They don't.
They don't.
Really.
No.
So what am I supposed to do with these papers? I don't know. No one prepared me for making that decision.
No. And you know, I feel that on a very deep level. Iris is doing kindergarten from home this year. Every week we get another packet full of these materials. And it's so difficult to, like, I know there's approximately 50 to 60% on, depending on the week, that is supposed to go back to the school, maybe even less than that sometimes. And it's like, so if you have all of that, why did you kill the trees to give us the other ones? It's like, why is it like this? There's a way, like, she's learning online. How much paper does she need? Like, send us a Google Doc. Send us send us an email or something. Like, we don't need to do all of this paper.
I've got 2 kids in school. They both come home every day with this grip of papers. They both come home with this. My goodness, Uriah, I don't know what to do with it all. I just don't. No one prepared me for this. And you know what? So if we're writing a book, that's one of those.
That's one of those? Yeah.
That's one of those things. And it doesn't have to be a book with chapters. It doesn't have to be a book with, like, it could be just like, number 1, no one prepared me for, and it's just, you write that out. And then number 2, and you just keep going through the book.
Sure.
And it's not necessarily advice as much as it's for other parents to realize and to help them understand that there are other parents that feel your struggle, and it's okay.
It makes an excellent baby shower gift.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Like right? Like, we make the jokes all the time, right? Like, what, oh, there was no manual for this, like, or one I got a lot was, oh, did they give you the rule book when you left the hospital? And I'm like, no. No. Dear God, why? Please, where is it? Did I forget it? Can I go back and pick it up because I need it?
Wait, you're allowing me to just leave the hospital with this child, and you're trusting me with this kid.
There's an actual human being, which I am now responsible for, which 24 hours ago I was not responsible for.
Absolutely.
And that's it? You're just going to let me go? Like, I need a grown-up.
Pause. Wait. Car seat check. Yes, now we're going to let you go and just take this child.
We didn't have a physical car seat check. Nobody came out to our car to see if we had one. They asked us if we had one. I said, yeah, we do. And they said, is it installed properly? I think so. I knew it. Now, that was for a goof, but for real, it was installed properly. We had it checked by California Highway Patrol before we went to the hospital. I knew it was good. But anyways, yes.
They were like, do you have a car seat? And I was like, yeah, it's in the car. And I just kind of stared at them with, it must have been this, like, I need your help expression. Because the lady was like, let's go check that out. Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's why you got a personal inspection. It was because you look like a deer in the headlights.
I had that look of like, what am I doing? Really? That's something nobody prepared me for. Uriah, do you have anything you can think of that no one prepared you for?
No one prepared me for how often I was going to come into contact with another human being's poop.
Yes! That was my next one. Yes!
You hear... Right, like, I have nieces and nephews, and I knew them when they were babies, so, like, I had to change a few diapers when I was a teenager. When it was bad, when they smelled bad, I could pass them off to their parents, and that was normal, and that was okay, right? So, like, I didn't clean a lot of poopy diapers. I think I have a Facebook post from when Iris was a few days old. I was like, well, made direct skin contact with another human being's poop, so, achievement unlocked, I guess. And it was just like,
yes!
I was like, wow. And then, like, it's not just when they're little and it's a big mess. Like, it keeps going. It's like a long time later. Like, without getting into too many details, my daughter's turning 6, and this continues to be a problem. So
there was a week during potty training time. We got the child ready for a bath.
Uh-oh.
For some reason, the bath water wasn't right. So we're still getting it ready. And then by the time we turn around, there's a turd on the floor.
Why is there a turd on the floor?
There was a turd on the floor. Why? I don't know. And you know what? Not only will you be in contact with human poop on a regular basis, nonetheless. Not only that, it's going to be when you're wearing a shirt that you like.
Yeah.
No one prepared you for that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to be careful right now because, like, a lot of the things that I was not prepared for are kind of real. And I don't want to get, like, this is a comedy podcast, so I don't want to do I had to explain to my kids the other day that someday we'll all be bones, and that was a rough one.
Yeah. Okay. No. Like, the real life stuff. Nobody tells you how you can have those conversations.
Yeah, no, and you just got to kind of figure it out as you go, because even when you're you're in it and you realize that this is one of those moments that nobody prepared you for, and you're desperately looking around for an adult only to realize that you are the adult.
You are the adult.
Yes. So there's that.
No one prepared you for the times you're going to put your foot in your mouth next to your kid and you're just going to try to pass it off like it's a normal thing.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You've got a story.
It could be
Tell
like
the story.
a real deep thing, or it could be like I shouldn't have said that. It didn't hurt anybody that I said that, but like looking back on it now, there was a much better way to do that, and it has caused long-term ramifications. Even on a minute level, like the time I looked at my son and said, "Hey, do you want to try these? They're sweet potatoes." He goes, "What's a sweet potato?" I said, "They taste like ice cream." And now the boy won't touch anything orange because of that one bad experience. Because you know what? Sweet potatoes don't taste like ice cream.
Don't.
I put my foot in my mouth.
I guess
I told him it tastes like ice cream because they're sweeter than regular potatoes. Like ice cream is sweeter than milk. Mm-hmm. It worked in my head.
I mean, you done goofed there, dude. Like you messed that one.
I did. You know what? No one prepared me for the fact that I'm going to mess up my kids in some way.
Oh my gosh, yes. We should all, as parents now, it should just be part of the program that we need to start saving for our kids' therapy bills.
Yes.
My kids are going to need it because of things that I did, and
yeah,
I don't know how to handle that. Like that's something nobody prepared me for, right? Like living with, like sitting with that knowledge. Like what?
Yep, absolutely.
My parents. You know, anyways, that's good. See that we're veering into the real, and this is a comedy podcast.
Yes, it is. I know. I'm sorry because I went toward parenting, and there's legit stuff. There's legit stuff when you're in charge of a tiny human.
Yeah.
Or multiple tiny humans.
Yeah.
No one prepared you, Uriah, for the moment that you have to tell your kids they have to sleep in separate rooms.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Yeah.
You're getting ready for that right now.
Yeah. I don't know how we're going to have that. I think that we'll get there. We'll figure it out. But yeah, nobody was like, I had to like disappoint a kid. That's another, that's it. That's the thing nobody prepares you for, is like, you have to tell a kid no when like they need to hear it. Right. But
the best thing for them is that they hear no, but you also are aware that it's going to make them sad, and that's going to make you sad.
Yeah.
But that's the best thing for them.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Here's another one that nobody prepared me for. How persuasive my children would be. We live about 4 blocks from a McDonald's now, and every so often, my daughter will say, "What if we got McDonald's?" And I look at her and I think, "What if we got McDonald's?" So, anyways, that's how we end up eating McDonald's way more often than we should.
All the time. No one prepared you. No one prepared me for. Okay, my son, when he was 7, said he wanted to have chickens.
Okay.
And I said, you know what, kid? You're a little young for that. Maybe when you're 9. I'm telling you, he was 9 years old in one day. Dad, can we go get the chickens today? What? You remember? What are you talking about? No one prepared me for the fact that my children are going to remember the things I said 2.5 years ago.
Oh, boy. Yeah, no, that's...
They're going to keep me to promises that I made 2.5 years ago. And now we have 8 chickens.
No one prepared me for the levels of shock I would experience. I was sitting at my desk the other day, and my son comes in and says, "Dad, I want to show you this cool thing I built." And I said, "Oh, that's great. Let's go look at it. Where is it?" He said, "It's in the bathroom."
Oh no.
Oh no. No. I'm thinking, what could you? No, not built. Look at this thing I made in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh no, where is it? Why? What did you make? What could you have made? Like, and I'm like scrambling, trying to think, like, what was in the bathroom that he could have used to make something? And it's like, I'm just like really, like, I'm freaking out. It was just like blocks. It was just like stacking cups from like the bath toys that he played with when it wasn't bath time. And I'm like,
so no one prepared you for the terror that arises within you when your child says something. Yeah. And they mean something different.
And it's totally innocuous, right? Like they're just being adorable, and it's cute and like developmentally appropriate. And I'm just like incomplete. Like terror, like actual, like, oh my God, what is happening up here?
Yeah. Been there. No one prepared me for the day that both children want to wear the same costume for Halloween, and we have to convince one of them. I'm sorry, you have to be something else. But I want to be Spider-Man. Your brother is Spider-Man. You can't be Spider-Man. You grew out of the Spider-Man costume. It does not fit you. But I like Spider-Man. You can't be Spider-Man. No one prepared me for, like, logic doesn't work with children.
No.
No one prepared me for, like, trying to convince somebody without using logic.
Yeah, it's all like bribes and emotions. There's very little logic there.
Yes, there is going to be a lot of bribes.
Micro bribes. Like, I swore up and down before I was a parent, right? I was like, even before we even were talking about kids, I was like, I'm not gonna bribe my children, and they're just gonna eat whatever I had. They're just gonna eat whatever we have for dinner, and that's how it's gonna be. And now it's like, please, if you eat the corner of your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you can have a scoop of ice cream after dinner. Just please put some food in your body.
Yeah.
and then you're negotiating with the terrorists because it's like, okay, if you eat, okay, you can get up after you eat 5 bites of chicken, and then he looks at me and says, 2 bites, 5, Grayson, 3. I'm like, no, why are you doing this? That's actually really good negotiating tactics.
Yeah, no one prepared me. I left my phone. And then my child brings it to me while I'm using the restroom, telling me that there's a man talking to him, and it was 911.
Oh, no.
He was 2.
Oh, boy.
No one prepares you for that conversation. You're like, yes, I'm sorry. That was my 2-year-old. I left my phone where I thought was out of reach, but apparently he's taller and can reach farther than I realized.
And you know that 911 dispatcher has heard and has been in enough situations that they could absolutely 100% identify that you were on the toilet.
Right. Yep, they could. They're like, oh, the reverb. Yep. I know what just happened with that, Dad. Yeah, that was a conversation that was fun.
I'm gonna get real for just a second, but not like bad real. Like, no one prepares you for how good of a cuddler they can be. Nobody tells you that. You like, right? Because like as a child, you don't know, right? Like, you're not like interacting with other kids that way, and as a teenager, you're like trying to push children as far away as possible. And then once like you finally have children, you're like, oh wow, they're actually really cozy. Like, my favorite thing in the world is taking naps on the couch now.
Right.
It's like, so no one gets you ready for that.
No one gets you ready for that. And you're going to love it and hate it at the same time, because you will have something that needs to be accomplished somewhere in the house. And right as you're thinking about getting up to go do it, they're going to crawl right into your lap and you're like, yeah, I'm taking this moment. And I'm going to be cuddling with my child because this is nice.
Yes.
And I want to show them love and affection, but that means the laundry's not getting done for a whole nother day.
That's all right. Yeah, my priorities have shifted here. That's officially my
yes.
Things are different than they were an hour ago. Like, it's fine. It's good. Right. I don't know. That seems like a pretty good place to wrap it up.
Yeah. There are plenty of things. Hey, listener, if you're a parent and you've got something that no one prepared you for, we'd love to hear it. Commiserate with you. Shoot us a message somewhere.
I do before we totally bow out of this topic though. I do want to ask. You mentioned that this was volume 1. What are some of the other volumes you had in mind?
Volume 2 is parenting again, just like they're older. Because I'm sure there's things we've never experienced yet, and we're right now not prepared for what's coming next. So there's more there. So there's that. But like, there are things in the workplace no one has prepared me for. Yeah. There are things like I could write a book on the things I've experienced in a grocery store that I've not been prepared for. Like, I'm sure I say volume 1, volume 2 can be parenting part 2. And then there are plenty of other areas of life.
Yep.
Just as you get older, no one prepares you for what you have to keep a straight face over.
Yeah.
if you were to think of another volume besides workplace or grocery store or whatever, what are you thinking?
Oh, I would probably lump a lot of it into like public interaction, right? Like no. Nobody prepared me for like when I said like at a drive-through, I say the wrong thing, and then I'm completely flustered and don't know what to do with myself, and so I just drive away without my food.
Yeah. That definitely happens. I could even see like a spin-off, like just a greeting card. No one prepared me for how to say I'm sorry.
There it is.
And then on the inside there's nothing, and it's just
good luck. Oh man.
Yeah, so there's a few ideas there. There's a whole it's definitely not in the book section of your local Walmart. It's going to be in the like gifts and cards section of your local Walmart. It's going to be one of those kinds of books.
If you think we're going to get a contract with Walmart for this, you are sadly mistaken. We might get
something.
We might get
in the
this out on
JoelandUriah
Etsy.
store. I have high hopes and aspirations. I'm expecting there to be a publisher, and they're going to throw it to Hallmark, and Hallmark's going to have this great big deal because I've seen books like this. Have you seen the book All My Friends Are Dead?
Yes. Yeah, that's
what I'm kind of imagining.
Okay.
Like.
All right, I could see that. The other one that I always see over by that is I Could Pee on This.
Yes. I Could Pee on This and Other Poems by Cats.
Yes.
I have that one. Where is that?
Of course you do. Is it next to your Lolcat Bible?
Anyway.
This was a good one, Joel. Thank you for this terrible idea.
Absolutely. It's a terrible idea. Don't look for it in your local store. It won't be there.
It won't be there.
Probably won't ever. Move past what we just did today.
I could see it being a tweet, being a hashtag. Nobody prepared me for this. And then
it probably already is. I didn't check.
Yeah, I know. Look, I don't.
Hey, if it's a hashtag, totally because of us. Started today.
Definitely.
100%.
Thanks for listening. We really appreciate you coming around. We'll tell you all about our socials and stuff in the outro, but for right now, thank you. Have a good.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Whenever, and we'll see you on the next one.
Enjoy life. Goodbye.
Bye, friends.
Our intro and outro music is Kingdom by Phantom Sage. You can find them on SoundCloud and No Copyright Sound.
You can find us on Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts and maybe others. I don't know. Check back later.
Hey, if you've got a thought and you want to share it with us, you can email us at JoelandUriah@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at JoelandUriah or like us on Facebook, Joel and Uriah. Any other dead social media platform, we're probably there too.
And thank you for listening to Joel and Uriah's Terrible Ideas.
We're the ones standing in the sky. We're taking upon our own allies. For all of the rules we abide by. For us to say our final.
Okay, stop recording for a second.